Man-in-the-middle attack and ARP spoofing. Man-in-the-middle attack is when an attacker intercepts communication between two parties, either to secretly eavesdrop or modify traffic traveling between the two devices. And attackers might use man-in-the-middle attack to steal login credentials or personal information, or to even spy on the victim or sabotage communications or corrupt data. ARP spoofing is the process of linking an attacker's MAC address with the IP address of a legitimate user on a local area network using fake ARP messages. We already seen what address resolution protocol is in our previous lectures. So and then as a result, data is sent by anyone to the IP address of the user is instead transmitted to the attacker. Now, ARP spoofing is basically a form of man-in-the-middle attack. So when we look at this diagram, we have two computers that are on a local area network enabled by a router, so that they are communicating among themselves. Now, the attacker can now insert himself in the middle by spoofing the router and the one of the devices. Now he will spoof the router to one of the legitimate hosts that is sending data, and then the host, the legitimate device, will think that the attacker is the router, and also the router, when the attacker spoof the one of the legitimate host, now the router, when it want to send a packet to the legitimate device, it will now send it to the attacker. So he now sit in between the router and the device, or he might sit in between the two legitimate devices communication. So basically, ARP spoofing is a form of man-in-the-middle attack.